Holy shit. Did anyone see this coming? I know I didn't. Welcome into New York Giants Now by Chat Sports. Kadarius Toney has been traded to the Kansas City Chiefs. You could add that to the L3, traded to Chiefs. I'd appreciate it. Wow. I mean, this is raw. We're live. This is why you subscribe to New York Giants Now by Chat Sports. No other channel on Giants YouTube is already breaking this down. We're going to be breaking this down for the next hour or so, or however long this show goes on. Kadarius Toney has been traded to the Kansas City Chiefs for a 6th and 3rd round draft pick. We'll put the trade up on screen. Here it is. The Chiefs receive Kadarius Toney. The Giants receive a comp pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, a 3rd rounder, and a 6th rounder in 2023. So you get a 3rd and a 6th. Kadarius Toney has already tweeted out Chiefs Kingdom or Instagram Chiefs Kingdom. Oh, Kadarius. Man, this is a guy that I said it a couple of weeks ago. I said I thought this would be the last year Kadarius Toney was on this team. I thought they would trade him in the offseason. I see someone in the chat saying right now he doesn't fit this regime. I don't know exactly what you mean by that, because he 100% fits this offense. He is going to the offense that we now run, the Kansas City Chiefs offense. You know who our coordinator is? It's Mike Kafka. Where'd he come from? The Chiefs. So the fact that he doesn't fit with this regime doesn't make sense. What you might have meant to say is he doesn't fit with the way that they want to go forward, in the sense that they don't want to, and I don't even know if this is true or not, so I feel bad saying it, but I'm going to say it anyway. I think he's just a shithead. That's what I think. He's a bad teammate. I don't think he cares about anybody else but himself. He's not dependable. He's not accountable. And if that's what you mean by he doesn't fit this regime, I get it. Wow. Kadarius Toney has been traded to the Kansas City Chiefs. We're going to break all this down. What it means for the Giants. Could they trade for a receiver going forward? Wow. Yeah, we'll hit that real quick. I'll ask you this question. Who won the trade? Who won the trade? Football says he's a great teammate. I'll tell you this much. If he was a great teammate, he'd still be on this team right now. You cannot tell me that Kadarius Toney is doing all the things right and he would be traded away from the New York Giants. I'll ask you the question, though. Who won the trade? Type KC for the Chiefs. Type NYG for the New York Football Giants. I want everyone to sound off in the comments. I got an NYG from Eric. KC from Alexander. Thigh says NYG. I mean, look. At the end of the day, you were able to get a 3rd and a 6th round pick for somebody that has not done anything to make this football team better in, 17, 24 games now in his career. Every week he's on the injury report. Every week it's something. I mean, look, Brian Daboll gave everybody a clean slate coming into this season, and Kadarius Toney has already found his way out. I will say this, though. The Giants need to make something happen at the wide receiver spot. This year is about finding out who Daniel Jones is and if he's a quarterback that you can go forward with. How are you supposed to truly evaluate a quarterback when his number 1 wide receiver is Richie James? Then you have David Sills and Darius Slayton and Marcus Johnson. How are you supposed to win football games with that type of team at receiver? Somehow we've already done it. How on earth is Daniel Jones supposed to succeed? How are you supposed to find out if he's the guy? Oh, man. No, that's not the right graphic. No, that one that you just showed, that list 10's not right. It's all right. I'll get it moved over. All you got to do is Command F Kadarius Toney and it'll come up. No, the one you should, I'm telling you, the list 10 you should. Okay, what is the other one then? Is that for the whole season? You got to make those a little bit smaller. Let me know who won the trade, though. NYG for the Giants. KC for the Kansas City Chiefs. It'll just be fit to box. We're going to break all this down. And we're also going to do a mailbag here in a little bit. We're going to do a mailbag call. We're going to take some questions from the audience. So if you have a question that you want on the show, you have a take, you want to say something about Toney, you want to do something or just get your thoughts up on screen, use hashtag Giants in the comment section. This is incredible. I always thought that if Kadarius Toney did get traded, it would be to the Kansas City Chiefs. And he's probably going to go to the Chiefs and be a great football player. Oh, man. I'm not happy about the trade, to be honest, guys, because I think that Toney is the type of guy that has the talent to be an elite receiver. Just push me full screen if you can, Trace. This is... Can you put that L3 back up if you can? I'm sorry, but that just got to be on there. It's incredible. I mean, look, who thought that 24 games into Kadarius Toney's tenure with the New York Football Giants that he would be traded? I don't know if it's the right move. Who knows if it's the right move? You weren't getting anything out of him now. You got a 3rd-round pick. You got a 6th-round pick. You know what I do know? Thanks, Dave Gettleman. Thanks, Joe Judge. That was a Joe Judge pick. A guy that's no nonsense, a football guy. Everything we heard about Joe Judge, just a total fraud. Because how can you say that you are about discipline and you're about hard work and you're about the Patriots way, but you push Dave Gettleman to draft Kadarius Toney? I'm done talking about those two frauds. I can't believe this. This is incredible. The Giants, you got to make a move. Go get DJ Moore. Go get Jerry Jeudy. Go get Elijah Moore. Go make a move for Brandin Cooks. You're 6-1 with a legit shot to win the NFC East. Go get Daniel Jones a weapon. You have to get Daniel Jones a weapon. Oh, we're going to do a mailbag here in a little bit. If you want to get on the show, you can use hashtag Giants or Super Chat. Can you put a star next to Galladay in the hurt thing? And that should be good. Wow. This is... Fred, I know you're saying we need a tight end. We just signed one. Andre Miller off of the... We're not adding a tight end. We just signed one. We just signed Andre Miller. He was an undrafted free agent out of Maine. He was going to make the Giants roster, but he had a wrist injury in camp that knocked him out. Giants are not going to make a move for a tight end. I know we could use one with Daniel Bellinger out. This team needs a wide receiver, man. We had 6 drops last week. Marcus Johnson has dropped 2 touchdowns in the past 2 weeks. Darius Slayton has dropped another first down. Richie James dropped a first down. You need people that can catch the football. You can't keep running this offense. I know we're winning games and we don't want to be too upset, but you can't continue to think you're going to win games by scoring 20 points and running this play-action offense and throwing the ball one time in the 4th quarter. If it works, it continues to work, I'm going to root like hell and be proud of this team. But you got to get some weapons on the outside. You have to get some difference makers that can line up outside the numbers, that can win a one-on-one matchup, that can get down the field and create separation. You need a tight end, but I don't think it's even close what you need more. I like Tanner Hudson. I like Chris Myriak. Andre Miller's going to be fine. The need is for a receiver, and it's really not all that close. We're going to get into a Giants mailbag here in a little bit. First, we're going to go through the cut. We're going to break everything down. Trace, once we have the green light, you let me know, and we're going to go. Shout out to Tony. How about this? Let's hit a real one roll call real quick. If you're a real one, type real one in the comment section. We got 530 people watching right now. I want you to type, where are the real ones at? That's what I want to know. Where are the real ones at? Shout out to Pierre, Henry, Rashawn, Ryan, Moises, Cush, Dudley, Dean. Let's go. Get the real ones going in the chat. Come on, Tyrell, Basil, Anthony, Corinne, Timothy, Philip, Wagner, Linus, 10, Connor, Malik, Corinne. What up, Corinne? Brian. Kadarius Toney, I don't know if he was ever a real one. How about this? We have 530 people watching right now and 76 likes. Those are rookie numbers. That is honestly unacceptable from the real ones. If we get to 200 likes in the next minute, me and producer Trace are each going to do a shot. If we get to 200 likes in the next minute, we're at 108 likes, 540 people watching. We should easily be able to do that. Hit that like button. If you want the Giants to beat Excuse me. If you want the Giants to beat the Seahawks, like the video right now. Once you've liked the video, I want you to type me in the comment section. 528 people watching, 167 likes. Hit that thumbs up icon. We're not starting the show till we get to 200 likes. The team in third place is trying to talk shit to us in the NFC East. I can't smell you down there, Tom. Like the video. Let's go. 196, we're there. Let's ride. 200 likes. Keep hitting that thumbs up icon. We're about to get into the news of the day. It is shot time. Keep hitting that thumbs up icon. Let's get to 300 likes. Once we get to 300 likes, I'm doing another shot. So hit that thumbs up icon. Let's go. I want to get as many Giants fans as we can in here. Let's go. Shot o'clock. Now, let's go ahead. Let's talk a little bit about the ex-Giant, Kadarius Toney. Welcome into New York Giants now as we have breaking news. The New York Football Giants have traded Kadarius Toney to the Kansas City Chiefs. Wow. Comes out of nowhere. I'm sitting at my desk doing some work, and I get the push notification from Jordan Schultz over on Twitter. He broke the news that Kadarius Toney has been traded to the Kansas City Chiefs. The Chiefs trade their conditional third-round pick. It's actually just a third-round pick and a sixth. So the Giants get a third and a sixth-round pick for Kadarius Toney. A lot to discuss on today's show. We're going to break it down. We're going to look at the Giants wide receivers, what this means for the Giants, everything that has to do with Big Blue following this trade that sends Kadarius Toney to the Kansas City Chiefs. Albert Breer tweeted this out. The Chiefs have traded a compensatory third-round pick received from Ryan Poles going to the Bears and a sixth-rounder to the Giants for Kadarius Toney. So you get a third and a sixth. It's going to be a late third-round pick, somewhere close to around the 100th pick in the NFL draft. Not going to be an early third-round pick. Wouldn't even be if it was just the Chiefs' third-round pick. The Chiefs got that third-round pick for hiring Ryan Poles. Also, so the Chiefs still have their own first, second, and third-round picks. And KC also gets Kadarius Toney under contract at $1.9 million in 2023, $2.5 million in 2024, plus an option in 2025. Makes sense for both sides. I want to get the pulse of all the real ones watching right now. Get down in the comments section and let me know. What was your one-word reaction to the Toney trade? I want to hear from everybody in the comments right now. What is your one-word reaction to the trade? When you got the notification, when you maybe heard from us, what was your one-word reaction to Kadarius Toney being traded from the New York Giants to the Kansas City Chiefs? Let me know down in the comments. Look, it didn't go well for Kadarius Toney with Big Blue. His career stats, 41 catches, 420 yards, 29 rushing yards, 0 touchdowns. We know it didn't work out for Kadarius Toney. This is a guy that was injured, way more than available. This is someone that the Giants could not count on. This is someone that obviously did not work out with the new regime. Brian Dable talked about everybody's coming in with a brand new slate, a clean slate. And in 12 games, Kadarius Toney played 12 games in a season and a half with the Giants for 41 catches and 420 yards. Thanks, Dave Gettleman. I'll always go back to this game, though. Kadarius Toney against the Dallas Cowboys. I'll forever go back to this game and say, can he be that type of player? Because he did this, 10 catches for 189 yards on 13 targets with Mike Neck Glennon throwing him the football. I'll forever go back to this game and wonder. It's the biggest tease in NFL history. Kadarius Toney goes for 10 receptions for 190 yards and pretty much 3/4 of action because he ended up getting thrown out for throwing a punch with a backup quarterback. I'll forever think of this game. And I'm going to be honest, he's probably going to be great for the Kansas City Chiefs. He'll be their new Tyreek Hill. Just didn't work out with the Giants. Didn't fit the culture. Didn't fit the mindset going forward. Brian Daboll is a player's coach. If you can't get right with Brian Daboll, I think that says a lot about the person and the character you have. Truly, truly incredible that this happened today. Look, this is why you subscribe, though, to Giants Now by Chat Sports. When news happens, we get you guys a video. When breaking news happens, we go live, and we're live right now. If you're watching the video on demand, you missed the live show, so turn on your notifications so you get alerted every single time Giants Now goes live. Look, we're going to continue to put up videos every single day on the latest Giants news and rumors. We go live every single Wednesday. We go live every single Sunday. You're getting 9 videos a week from Giants Now by Chat Sports. No other Giants YouTube channel out there puts out more content than we do, and that's a shout out to the team we got here at Chat Sports. So if you love the Giants, you bleed Giants blue, and you want the Giants to beat the Seahawks, we're subbing for Giants dubbing. Sub for dubs. Go down right now. Hit that big red button. The Giants have traded Kadarius Toney to the Kansas City Chiefs for a 3rd and 6th round pick. Look, who won the trade? I don't know. I think we're not going to know for a couple of years. It's going to matter what Joe Schoen does with that 3rd round pick and that 6th round pick. But I can tell you this much. I don't ever think Kadarius Toney was going to be the answer at wide receiver, but you need a wide receiver more now than you ever have. Look at this depth chart. Marcus Johnson, Darius Slayton. I love Wan'Dale Robinson. I think he's going to be the real deal, no doubt about it. I love what he's done in the couple of games that he started to play since he got back from injury. But can you really make a legit playoff run with your wide receivers being Marcus Johnson, Darius Slayton, Richie James, and David Sills? Can you make a playoff run with those guys as your best pass catchers? I don't think you can. You just got a 3rd round pick and you just got a 6th round pick. Joe Schoen, you made your first big move as a Giants general manager today by trading for Kadarius Toney. Follow it up with another big move. Go trade for DJ Moore. Go trade for Jerry Jeudy. Go trade for Brandin Cooks. Go trade for a playmaker on the outside. Because this year was all about finding out if Daniel Jones was going to be your quarterback going forward. And how can you get a legit evaluation if you're throwing to Marcus Johnson, who's dropped 2 touchdowns in the past 2 games? You have 6 drops last week. I like David Sills. He's a good practice squad wide receiver. I like Darius Slayton, but I like him as my number 5 or number 6 wide receiver. It's time for the Giants to go make a move at a wide receiver. You need one. You need one to help out Daniel Jones. And look, it's time to start talking playoffs. You're 6-1 with one of the easiest remaining schedules in the NFL. ESPN has you as a 92% probability to make the playoffs. It's time to trade for a wide receiver. This building for the future is awesome. The future's right now. Who knows if the Giants will ever be 6-1 again? That's how good of a season you're having. I want to ask everybody this question real quick. Who won the trade? Who won the trade? Type KC for the Kansas City Chiefs. Type NYG for the New York Football Giants. I want to hear from all the real ones down in the comment section. Let me know what you're thinking. Who won the trade? Type KC for the Giants, NYG, or KC for the Chiefs, NYG for the New York Football Giants. Go back to 2021, Kadarius Toney's rookie year. Played in 10 games, but he never really got the snaps. Is that because he was hurt? Is that because they couldn't trust him? Is that because he didn't know the playbook? Is it because of whatever? I don't know what it is, but look at that. Week 1, he played 8% of the snaps last year. Week 2, 28%. Week 3, he played 66%. Week 4, 78% of the snaps. He had a good game against the... That's the stretch I'll always remember. Week 4 and Week 5. A 2-game stretch. Probably not even long enough to constitute as a stretch. But those 2 games right there. 16 receptions for 250-plus yards. This dude had 189 receiving yards, guys, and 54% of the snaps. Look, he's probably going to be good with the Chiefs. He probably is. And that's going to suck. Because he should have been that guy with the New York Football Giants. But clearly he didn't fit. Clearly he didn't fit with Brian Daboll. Clearly Joe Schoen didn't think he was a guy that he could depend on. And honestly, he hasn't. He played in a game and a half this year. We're going into week 8. The bye is next week. The time for Toney to play was the bye after, or the game after the bye. But you trade him with the NFL trade deadline just around the corner. I'll ask you this question. Grade the Kadarius Toney trade. We ask you who won the trade, but now I want you to get out your red pen and be honest with me, Giants fans. Be honest, and real ones are always honest. Grade the Kadarius Toney trade. A, B, C, D, or F. I want to hear from all of you down in the comment section. And I appreciate, as always, everyone making New York Giants now a part of their day today. Look, we're all about the hard hat on this show. Hard hat mentality. That's what you have to have going into game days. You got to come in with the mindset of a hard hat type of dude, a blue-collar MFer. I don't know if Kadarius Toney was ever that guy. I don't know if Kadarius Toney's a foxhole guy. I don't know if he's someone that's going to do everything he can to make himself better and this team better. But this will be the last time that I probably talk about Kadarius Toney, and that's good for me because every time I talk about him, I get super stressed out. But what I was getting at, if you're a hard hat mother effer, if you're a real one, go down in the comments, type real one right now. Wow. I cannot believe this. I can't believe this, ladies and gentlemen. We did get a super chat from my guy Desmond Clark. It says, good riddance. Desmond, good riddance to Toney. Let's pour one out for Kadarius Toney. Every $10 super chat we get, we're taking shots. We're pouring one out for Kadarius Toney's tenure for the New York Football Giants. Every $10 super chat we get, we're pouring one out for Toney. Shout out to Desmond. I appreciate you, man. Look, we're going to get into a mailbag here in a little bit. I want to hear from you guys. I want to get your takes. I want to hear what's going forward. You know, man. Oh, man. Incredible. Yeah. I do want to give some love to our Super Chat Ring of Honor, our Hard Hat Hall of Fame. These people have Super Chatted $100 to the channel. We put a sticker on there on our Hard Hat form. Shout out to Trey, Dax, Joe, CFA, Carey, Bills, Boomaye, Levantaire, Blakely, Junior Coconut, Kiwi, Chris Lotteray, and Cha. I appreciate you guys for Super Chat. If you get a $100 Super Chat in, we put you on the Hard Hat forever. Got initials on there. There's room for everybody. We add you to the list. Man. Giants need to go make a trade for a wide receiver. They do. You're not going to win football games forever in this league when you play 8 games in the NFL, 7 games in the NFL, and you have nobody over 200 yards receiving. There's a lot of guys that are on the market. I'd go after Jeudy if you don't want to give up a first-round pick.
So you could go Jerry Jeudy, DJ Moore, Michael Pittman Jr., Chase Claypool, Brandin Cooks. I mean, there's options out there.
Brian Dable is speaking to the media right now and was asked about the Kadarius Toney trade and said, I thought it was best for the team. On to Seattle. If you don't think that there was something going on behind closed doors, if you just think that Kadarius Toney was being the best teammate ever, he was doing everything he can to make the New York Football Giants better, pass me what you're smoking, because that ain't happening. You think Dable's saying, I thought it was best for the team to trade him, and they didn't get a player back that's making them better? Something happened. Something happened. Wow. Super chat for my guy. Shout out to my guy, B. Baloli. What up, man?
Baloli. B. Baloli.
B. Baloli. Best channel around. And Knicks, you think we flip I don't know what that means. Flip the picks? Do you think we flip the picks? You got extra picks now. You have 2 third-rounders coming up this year. Could you trade 2 third-rounders for Jerry Jeudy? Would they take that trade? I'd go trade for Jerry Jeudy today. I'd go trade for DJ Moore. Probably going to cost you a first-round pick for DJ Moore. I bet it's probably a second-round pick for Jerry Jeudy. Joshua Tree says we got 2 picks for a guy that never played. Can't really argue with that, man. You can't really argue with that. Trace, how are we looking on questions, man? We're looking good? All right. If you have a question, you can use hashtag Giants to get on the show. We're going to do a mailbag. Super chats get you on the show, guaranteed. Yeah. I don't think you need to go to the breaking one anymore for the mailbag because this won't go out till probably tomorrow now, and trade target Saturday. Or maybe I'll do, I don't know, I'll figure that out. But
Tay-Do!
Bang!
Bang!
Literally, it's Tay-Do! Bang! We'll get to that in the mailbag. We'll get to that in the mailbag, Tay-Do. Be like Tay-Do, super chat. All super chats get you on the show. All right. We're going to get into a mailbag right here. Use hashtag Giants or super chat to get on the show. Man. Trying to go through Twitter to make sure I'm not missing anything. I'm going to move over a couple. Trace, let's do a comment driver of some sorts. Maybe if you got to go read only, type me if you're subbed, and if you want to give some shout outs or something while I move over some weigh-ins.
Alrighty, guys. Everyone start spamming me if you're a hard hat MFer like Marshall Green was saying. If you ain't a hard hat MFer, if you ain't about that life, if you ain't about getting your knees dirty, your knuckles bare, and getting your shit done, then get out of the chat, and if you are, type me. Because that's what we're all about here at Giants Now. And you know who else is about that life? Bear315 with the $10 super chat.
Hey!
Jay Livingston is also about that life with a $2 super chat. And we would be remiss if we didn't show some love to Tay-Do because we know he's about that life too. Keep typing me if you're about that life, bro. Keep typing me if you're about that hard hat life. B. Baloli, O'Brien, Taryn, Aiden, Karen, or Corinne, excuse me. Jane C. Tony Huncho. Huncho!
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 Joshua Tree's about that life. Gabs is about that life. Jez Strong's asking some questions about the mailbag. Get hashtag Giants. Super chat. Get on the show. Keep coming. Keep them coming. Henry Hunter's about that life. He sends in a $2 life. There we go. There we go. All right. Hey, B. Baloli saying, great producer. I appreciate it, bro. We
Trace
keep it
is a
real.
goat.
We
Trace
keep
is
it
a
a buck
goat.
out here. That's what we do.
Get him hyped up,
That's
Trace.
what we do. All right, let's go. Let's get Big Dick Brian in the chat. BDB, 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 BDB. Let's go. Big Dick Dable said, get out of here, Tony. We don't want you. We're here to win, and you ain't a hard hat motherfucker. That's what he said.
I'm dead. We're up to $20 in super chats. If we get to 50, I'll wear the hard hat
If
for the
we get to
mailbag.
100, I'm going to do a freedom funnel for Kadarius Toney getting out of here.
Trace is doing a freedom funnel if we get to $100 in super chats. We're at 20. If we get a $30 in super chats, I'm going to wear the hard hat for the mailbag because it's all about being a hard hat dude. And you know who's not a hard hat guy? It's the guy that
Kadarius
now
Toney.
plays for the Kansas City Chiefs. Kadarius Toney is not a hard hat type of guy.
Chris
Shout out
is.
to Chris.
Chris is a hard hat guy.
Chris is a real one. We're $19. 19? Yeah. No, 29? $29 away.
There you go.
I'm not good at math. I'm not good at
See,
math.
I like Cal Walker, Brian Dayballs.
Brian
like that.
Dayballs.
I love that.
He's got balls of steel. Balls of steel. $29 away. Let's do a shot clock, Trace. How about this for the shot clock, Trace?
All right, let's go.
Oh, Mike! Hey, let's go.
Mike's about that life. He's been about that life, so you don't have to get about that life.
Said you skip my meme, Mike. You know what it is. We're busy. We got a lot of stuff going behind the screen, Mike. You know you're a real one. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's party. Let's party. The Giants got better today, guys. By trading Kadarius Toney, the Giants got better today. Look, we're $9 away. If we get a $10 super chat, we'll wear the hard hat for the mailbag. We'll wear the hard hat for the mailbag. If you're just joining the show, Kadarius Toney has been traded to the Kansas City Chiefs for a 3rd and a 6th round pick. For a 3rd and a 6th round pick. Shout out to Mike Francis. My guy, I'm going to take 2 shots for you since you sit in the 20-piece. Let's roll. Let's roll. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, I'm going to make a weigh-in real quick.
All right, come on. Keep the me's coming. Who's about that life? Who's about that? Cha! Cha's about that life.
Cha. That's why Cha's on the hard hat. That's why Cha's on the hard hat. My guy Cha on the hard hat right there. Let's go. Cha with the $10 super chat. That means we're wearing the hard hat for the mailbag. Let's go. Let's go. Shout out to Cha. We're going to go into subscriber chat only mode because I'm seeing a lot of people on here that aren't actually real ones. And we're going to change that. Cha not happy, giving up 1 for a 3rd and 6. Cha, you got to look at it like this, though, is how I would explain it. When you buy a new car, that's your 1st round pick. You buy a new car. Once you drive that piece off the lot, it's now worth a 2nd round pick. And then when you play 12 games over a 24-game stretch, he's played in 50% of the games for the New York Football Giants. That 1st round pick, the car you drove off the lot, goes to a 2nd round pick. And then when the 2nd round pick car only has 2 tires that work, the fact that you were able to get a 3rd and a 6th is incredible. I know it stings a little bit. We're all hyped up about what the potential that Kadarius Toney could be. It doesn't matter anymore. He's not a Giant. He's not a Giant. I don't think he ever wanted to be a Giant. He didn't play like it. Shit, he didn't play. He played in 12 games over a 24-game stretch. We may have drafted him in the 1st round, but he showed nothing about having the qualities of being a number 1 wide receiver. Mark, it's not a conditional pick. It's a compensatory pick, which means, so Ryan Poles, when he was hired by the Bears, he came from the Chiefs. And the new rules with the NFL is if you hire a minority, I think that's the way to say it. If I'm saying it right, I think that's right. If you hire a minority, you get awarded a draft pick. The Chiefs were awarded a 3rd round pick for Ryan Poles being hired from the Chiefs to the Bears. And now that pick is going to the Giants. So
Popsicle. Sorry.
Popsicle, Trace.
Sorry.
It's okay. You can always shout out
excited.
Super Chat.
I just got excited.
My guy Trizzy Trace can always shout out Super Chats. We got that say.
Sickle.
Bop, 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 bop,
Sickle.
Popsicle.
Big L with the Super Chat. Kadarius who? Kadarius Phony? Wait, what?
Kadarius Phony.
Get out of here,
Kadarius
you fraud.
Phony.
Get out of here, Kadarius.
We're putting on the hard hat because Kadarius Toney's not a hard hat type of guy.
Enjoy the Midwest.
So the 3rd round pick the Giants are going to get, it's going to be at the end of the 3rd round. Expect for the pick to be anywhere from pick 96 to 110. Anywhere from there, that's where the pick's going to go. All right, Trace, before we get into this mailbag.
Jeff! With the $2 Super Chat.
Every $5 Super Chat that comes in the next minute, me and Trace are taking shots. Every $5 super chat that comes in the next minute, we're taking shots. Who's going to start us off? Who's going to start us off? I'm going to take one for Bopsicle and Big Al and Jeff. Who's going to get us started?
Bopsicle.
Let's roll. Who's going to get us started? Who's going to get us started? Who's going to get us started? Shout out to Jeff. Shout out to Big L, Bopsicle Cha, Mike Francis, Chris Fox. What up, Jersey Life? What up, Chris? It is not a conditional pick, right, Brett? It is a compensatory pick. It is not a conditional pick. It'll be anywhere from pick 96 to about 110 is where that's going to land. So that's what that means. Jay Livingston. No, Trace is not an Eagles fan. He's not. Not an Eagles fan.
No, I've been a diehard New York fan since day one.
Let's roll. All right, I guess no one wants us to take shots. No $5 super chats came in. Kind of disappointed, to be honest with you. But it's all right. It's all right. Let's get into the mailbag, though. Let's get into the mailbag. Patrick Mahomes tweeting out a GIF of The Rock doing this and smiling. Aaron with the $5 super chat gets us started. Marching Trizzy from Jersey Life. Every $5 super chat we get, we're taking shots. Every $5. Mike Francis with the 5-piece.
I don't have a shot glass, so we're just going to the
We're going from the bottle. Let's go. We owe one more from Mike.
Mike. See,
And Big L. He's got his Giants blue on. This one's for Mike. For Mike.
And Big L.
Big L, pour me up, bartender. Pour me up. Let's ride.
Big L.
Big L, yes, sir. Let's go. All right. Every $5 super chat that comes in during the mailbag, we're going to take shots. We're about to get into the mailbag, though. Let's flash those super chats real quick. Mike's needs to go into the mailbag. Big L says me, shots up, real one step up. Big L, I'm right there with you. Shout out to my guy, Aaron. Aaron, thanks for being a real one. Shout out to Mike. Mike, we're going to also hit this in the mailbag. Not gonna lie, I woke up still drunk last night from Knicks Live, but here I am, going strong for you guys. Big L says me, shots up. Real one, step up. I didn't say it, Big L said it. If you're a real one and you didn't send a 5-piece in for the shot clock, not gonna lie, a little upsetting. But you always have a chance to redeem yourself. Jojo Rivera says Dable got something up his sleeve. F. Toney. I added a couple at the bottom you could go to. Read only that me one. I messed it up. If you go to it, you'll see it. I think I'm actually in there. I can just go and change it real quick. Yeah, I am. I got it. All right. Shout out to Jojo Rivera, $2 super chat, says Dable's got something up his sleeve. F. Toney. Hope you're right. All right. Corinne says something must have happened yesterday or today. Something happened. ITRY, $10 super chat. We'll get that. We're going to hit that on the mailbag. All right. And we're going to do a shot after the show, after the mailbag for you. Let's get into it right now. Let's get started. Let's get into a mailbag right now. Welcome into New York Giants Now by Chat Sports. I'm your host, Marshall Green. In today's show, we're going to be answering your questions, the questions from the real ones and the subscribers of New York Giants Now by Chat Sports. So if you want to be featured on a mailbag, it's an easy two-step process. You got to be a subscriber. So go down right now, hit that big red button. We're subbing for Giants, dubbing. Sub for dubs. If you want to beat the Seahawks, hit that big red button and turn on your notifications so you can be alerted anytime we go live. We went live once we got the news that Kadarius Toney was traded. So next time we go live, make sure you have your noties on and you can join us. First question coming from a real one. Tato, bang! I say they trade second round and third round for DJ Moore. Going to be honest, I don't think a second and a third is going to be enough to make a trade happen with DJ Moore. I think you're going to have to give up a first round pick if you really want to make a trade for DJ Moore. And honestly, you may have to do a first and like a third or a first and a fourth. I think they just paid DJ Moore. I like him a lot. I think he would fit perfectly on this offense. He fits perfectly with the cap. You'd owe him like $600,000 this year, so you'd be able to fit him in the cap. It just comes down to, does Joe Schoen want to give up the assets that it's going to take to make a trade for a guy like DJ Moore? You're going to have to give up a first and probably some. A first plus for DJ Moore. Would I do it? I would. I would do it because you're 6-1. You have a chance to make a run in the NFC. You have a chance to win the division. You need a receiver. You're going to draft one in the first round anyways. Why not get one that's already proven? Why not get one that's already a top receiver in the NFL? I'd make that trade today. You just got a third and a sixth round pick for Kadarius Toney. You've got extra picks now in your arsenal. I'd go trade for DJ Moore right now. I'd offer a first round pick straight up. If they said no, I probably wouldn't offer any more. I think I might take a little bit more, but my furthest offer would be a first-round pick. Mike Francis with a $5 super chat. What up, bro? What's the likelihood Kenny Golladay gets traded? None. Kenny Golladay ain't getting traded because, one, he's not good, and two, his contract is terrible. He's not getting traded. Unfortunately, Kenny Golladay is not going to get traded. And if he does, the Giants are going to have to eat all of his salary, and then at that point, it's really like, is it worth it? Can he come back maybe one day from that MCL sprain and give the Giants some valuable minutes? Who knows? Kenny Golladay is so disappointing for the Giants. Jojo Rivera, Dable got something up his sleeve. F. Toney. Look, the Giants have to do something. If we could flash that quick Giants wide receiver depth chart trade, I would appreciate you. Look, after the Kadarius Toney trade, this is what your wide receiver depth chart looks like. You got Marcus Johnson, Darius Slayton, Wan'Dale Robinson, David Sills, and Richie James as your top five right now, with Kenny Golladay still hurt. Do you really think it's... I hate using the word fair in football because fairs are where they judge pigs or whatever that saying is or whatever that is. But how are you supposed to get an honest evaluation of Daniel Jones if you expect him to win football games with Marcus Johnson, Darius Slayton, David Sills, and Richie James? I like Wan'Dale, but as a rookie, he's a 3. We're asking him to do a lot. Giants need to make a move, so I want to ask you guys and all the real ones watching right now. I think the Giants need to make a trade for a wide receiver. I want to ask you in the comments. Name someone you want the Giants to trade for. Go out in the comments, voice your opinions. I'll be down there interacting with you guys. I respect the opinion of the real ones, so I want to hear from y'all. Name someone you want the Giants to trade for down below. Shout out to ITRY. Okay, you are right. He is a used card now, but I have to admit, if he gets healthy, wow. Also a 6th-round pick. I agree. I think Kadarius Toney has a lot of talent. No doubt about it. I mean, go back to that game against the Dallas Cowboys where he played 60% of the snaps and he had 200 receiving yards. There's no doubt his quick twitch is unlike a lot of people in this league. What he's able to do with the ball in his hands is incredible. But the most important thing you said there is if he gets healthy. He missed 5 games his rookie year. He left 2 of them because of injuries. So that's 7 games he pretty much didn't play in. And he's played in 2 games this year, and we're already in week 8. Look, if I was 7 feet tall, I'd be in the NBA. We could play what-ifs all day. Could he be good for the Kansas City Chiefs? No doubt about it. If he gets healthy, he's probably going to be really good for them. But can the Giants depend on that? They didn't trade him because he was hurt. There's something that happened. He doesn't fit the culture of Brian Daboll. Brian Daboll is a pro's pro. He is a player's coach. If you can't get along and get on Brian Daboll's good side, that's a problem. That's why he got shipped off. Joe Schoen thought he got enough value with a 3rd and a 6th round pick. That's why Kadarius Toney got traded. That's as simple as it gets. If you're subscribed to New York Giants Now, by Chat Sports. I want you to type me in the comment section right now. And if you're not subscribed, change it. Go down right now, hit that sub button. We put out Giants videos every single day on the latest Giants news and rumors. We go live every single Wednesday. We go live every single game day. We literally put out 9 videos every single week. So if you're looking for a one-stop shop on YouTube that does nothing but post videos about the latest Giants news and rumors, we're your guys. Lock us in. Hit that big red button. You want to beat the Seahawks? Sub for dubs. Hit that big red button. Shout out to Aaron, a $2 super chat. Can we get Allen Robinson? I think Robinson is in a very similar situation as Kenny Golladay. Do you really want to trade for a wide receiver that's due that much money in the last 2 seasons? Looks like a fraction of the type of player that he was. He didn't look good last year for the Bears. He doesn't look good this year for the Los Angeles Rams. Are the Los Angeles Rams going to trade Allen Robinson after they just gave him a big contract in free agency after 7 games? I don't want Allen Robinson, to be honest. I don't think he's that good anymore. Those big-bodied possession receivers, contested catch guys, when they lose a fraction of quickness, when they lose a fraction of speed, when they lose any athleticism, they fall off so fast. Allen Robinson and Kenny Golladay, you know that Spider-Man meme where like they're pointing at each other? That's Kenny Golladay and that's Allen Robinson. 2 big-bodied receivers that really just don't have it anymore. Were at one point one of the best receivers in the NFL, no doubt about it, but Allen Robinson's not that guy anymore. Jay Livingston's with a $5. Jay Livingston. Did you take off the S? I think you did. It used to be Jay Livingston. What up, Jay Livingston? They undermined their bargaining power in a trade to add a wide receiver. Not criticizing them. Dable is Tuna V2. I'm going to be honest, I don't know what that means. Trace, do you know? They undermined their bargaining power in a trade. I just don't agree with that. You're saying that they aren't going to be able to make a trade because they already made a trade? That really doesn't make any sense. I think with the fact they made a trade makes it more likely that they make another trade. They added a 3rd and a 6th round pick. Now maybe the Giants are more comfortable giving up a 2nd round pick because you got 2 3rd round picks. Do you mean Big Tuna as in Bill Parcells? Is Tuna V2 version 2? I'm going to need some more clarification on that. I appreciate the $5 super chat, Jay Livingston. Parcells version 2. Okay. Yeah, I can agree with that. I don't think that there was a problem, though, making the trade. Giants, we need Jerry Jeudy. He is the best route runner, and his separation is amazing. He was great at Alabama. I could tell you're an Alabama fan for some reason. I don't know why, but he hasn't really lived up to the hype, though, of being that guy. But I would give up a 2nd round pick for him. I would. I think that he is someone that could fit in this Brian Dable offense. Him and Dable and Jeudy have connections dating back to Alabama. Look, I'd go make a trade for a receiver, whether it be DJ Moore or Jerry Jeudy. I don't really care. It's going to cost more to get DJ. Going to cost about a 2nd round pick to get Jerry Jeudy. So I want to ask everybody watching right now, who would you rather the Giants trade for? Type DJ for DJ Moore. Type JJ for Jerry Jeudy. I want to hear from you in the comment section. Who would you rather have on the Giants? Think about what it would cost in a trade. It's going to cost a 1st round pick for DJ Moore, probably a 2nd round pick for Jerry Jeudy. Maybe you can get 2 3rd round picks for Jerry Jeudy. I want to hear from you down in the comments, DJ or JJ. What up, Caesar? Michael Pittman from the Colts, they are tanking. What about Michael Thomas from the Saints? Yeah, we got our actual Saints host producing the video. So, Trace, what do you make of Michael Thomas this year, and is he actually on the trade market?
So, Michael Thomas is one of those players that you can't necessarily count him out on the trade block. The Saints haven't specifically said he is on the trade market, but what I will say is, do you want to trade for somebody who hasn't played in 3 seasons? He's played one and a half games this year. He looked great against the Falcons in week
touchdowns.
1. He looked phenomenal. He still has a talent, but he's, very injury prone.
He's due a lot of money, and you made a great
Yes.
point. He hasn't played football in 3 years. I would not trade for Michael Thomas. Is he an amazing talent? No doubt about it. Would he be the most talented receiver on this team? Yes. But I always say this, and it's very chalk to say, but the best ability is availability. And if you're not available, what are you worth? Is Michael Thomas great? Did he have, yes, he is great. Did he have one of the best wide receiver seasons ever? Yes. If you don't play, you ain't worth nothing. And on Michael Pittman, yeah, I'd be down to trade for Michael Pittman, but I wouldn't say necessarily the Colts are tanking. Sounds like they benched Matt Ryan so they don't have to owe him as much money. But look, if they're trading Michael Pittman, I'd call. I'd give up a third-round pick for Pittman. Good question, though, Caesar. Tony Honcho! Yo, Marsh, what about Marvin Jones? The veteran from the Jacksonville Jaguars. He's a sneaky option. I don't dislike that. I'm not giving up any more than a 5th or a 6th round pick, though, for Marvin Jones. I don't hate it, Tony. I don't hate it. If they said, do you want Marvin Jones for a 6th round pick? I'd do it. We'll end the mailbag with me asking you guys a question. You guys asked me a question all show. Now I want to ask you a question. 10 wins for the Giants this season. You're 6-1. You still got 2 games against the Commanders. You still got to play the Lions, the Seahawks, and the Texans, and the Colts. Then you get the Eagles twice and the Cowboys. Those are your next 8 games. 10 wins, and the Vikings in there as well. I don't know if I said that. 10 wins for the Giants. Type O for over, type U for under. I want to hear from you down in the comments. All right, Trace, we owe some shots. We owe 2 shots.
Shot. Everybody! Everybody! Let's go!
And
Kadarius Toney, don't you wish you played for the Giants?
oh, shit. And we're $5 away from Trace doing a Freedom Funnel.
Oh, yeah.
We're $5 away from Trace Gerard doing a Freedom Funnel. Trace, what's a Freedom Funnel?
Do I need to go get it so they can
go
see this?
Get it.
I'll
go
be
get
right
it, and
back,
then get
guys.
you a
I'll
shot
be right
glass
back.
so we can knock out some shots. Because we're turning this into a party. We're turning this into a party. I can. So someone at my office, I was working on a Knicks video here at work, and someone in our office said, "Oh my gosh, Kadarius Toney traded to the Chiefs," and I was like, "Stop lying to me! Stop lying! I can't believe this. Am I happy about the trade? No. Am I mad about the trade? No. Do I understand it? Yes. I don't know if it was the right move. I don't think it was the wrong move." Look, you pick someone in the first round that early, you don't like trading them. And it's a little easier for Joe Shane to trade him. Oh! Ricky! Yeah, well, we're up to $100, so what does that mean? Is 100 not a lot? I'm confused. We got a $5 super chat from Ricky and Trace. Owes a beer funnel, a Freedom Funnel. But we owe some shots first. We owe a shot for my guy ITRY and Jay Livingston. Shout out to ITRY. Let's go. Shout out to Jay Liv. Shout out to Jay Liv. Oh, shit. Woo!
All right, guys. So here's that Freedom Funnel. Look how dope.
That's
this
American
is.
AF.
Look how dope this is.
That's American AF.
So you puts the drink in the back and you drinks the drink at the tail.
Let's go. Everybody type Trizzy in the chat. Show Trizzy some love. Type Trizzy in the chat. Trizzy, 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 Trizzy. From Vikings, from Rich Rob. Let's go.
All right, cheers.
All right, here he goes. The Freedom Funnel. Chug, 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 chug. Woo! Shout out to Trizzy, Rosario Guzzo, Torian Morris, Jermaine, Daniel, O'Brien, Vikings, Carter. Let's go. Let's go. All right. I got to be honest with you guys. It's the middle of the day here at Chat Sports, and our bosses just told Trace that we got to get out of the studio. Unless, Trace, you heard what they said. Tell them what they said.
They said unless the super chats really start flowing, then we got to get out the studio. So
what do we got to do?
I mean,
do we put up the shot clock?
If we put up a shot clock and I think if we can get 2 minutes. 2-minute shot clock, see what happens?
Let's do that.
Yeah.
So the boss are saying we got to make a move or make a move. You know what I'm saying? How about this? Every $5 super chat that comes in the next 2.5 minutes. We'll go 2.5 minutes. There's one from Mark. Mark Sanchez. Mark Sanchez is in the chat. Mark Sanchez of Seattle Seahawks Today is in the chat. Every $5 super chat we get, Mark, we're taking shots. Every $5 super chat. Mark, I know you're a hard hat guy, Mark. Become a part of the Hard Hat Ring of Honor. $100 super chat, Mark. I know you're a Seahawks fan, but you can be on the Giants hard hat. We got to get out of the studio unless the super chats start flowing per the bosses. So we put a 2.5 minute shot clock on the board. Every $5 super chat that comes in, we'll take shots. We'll stay live. We'll answer those questions. None come in. Unfortunately, we got to sign off. Just the way the cookie crumbles here today for Giants Now. Mark Sanchez says, checking this out on my lunch. If we, the Seahawks, take care of business against the Falcons, this would have been flexed to Sunday night. Probably should be flexed to Sunday night, to be honest with you. It's the only game this week of two teams with winning records. We're up to 1:30. We got another minute. Every $5 super chat that comes in the rest of the way, we're going to do shots. But, look, I don't make the rules. I just got to follow them. Orders from the bosses. Mark, I appreciate you, my guy. I appreciate you, Mark. Kadarius Toney traded to the Kansas City Chiefs for a 3rd and a 6th round pick. We got 35 seconds to go on the shot clock. 35 seconds to go on the shot clock. 30 seconds to go. Who's going to super chat? What'd he say? Yeah, I don't know, because I do want someone that wants to be the best. All right. 3, 2, 1. The 2.5 minute shot clock is over. We'll let it refresh. We'll see if any comes in before the buzzer goes. If someone sends in a 50, I'll do a Freedom Funnel. $50 super chat, I'll do the Freedom Funnel. But we're most likely going to have to get out of here. Nish says, looks like Wandale was his replacement after all. Oh, $5 super chat from Mark Sanchez. From one blue-collar guy to another. I got to get back at it. Mark, I'll see you Sunday, Mark. Giants, Seahawks. See you Sunday, Mark. See you Sunday, Mark. Bring your hard hat. Jay Livingston says Toney is going to crush it for the Chiefs. Look, that's probably going to happen, but I'm going to be honest. He's got to play. You got to play football to crush it. He hasn't played since week 2. We're going into week 8. All right. A lot of people are saying Mike Evans. Why would the Tampa Bay Bucks trade Mike Evans with Tom Brady? They're trying to win Super Bowls. They're not trading Mike Evans. All right. No more super chats are going to come in. We're going to sign off. I appreciate everybody that has made New York Giants now a part of their day today. We'll be back with another video on Thursday, or it is Thursday. We'll be back with a video on Friday, a video on Saturday, and we're live on Sunday for a watch party, Giants versus Seahawks. Google Sucks says, dude ain't bad, but puts up just enough each year, 1,000 yards a season, 20 games. And we got that Claypool on a guy who's 30. All right, we're going to sign off. I appreciate it. We'll see you guys later.